Welcome back everybody to part 2 of the Axcel Accu Touch with the Accu Stat site review. So here in the field, I've been shooting this sight for a little over a week now. I've put well over 500 arrows through my bow shooting at this with this sight on, and some of the things that I already knew have proven themselves further. Some new things that I wasn't sure about have come about. So what I want to, I guess, start off with is, the pins that feature, I'm not sure if you can see it here, the feature of dimming the sight pins is really pretty slick. It does help. The thing that I don't like is it's pretty easy to pop off, as you can see. So if you're in the field and you drop your bow somewhere, you set it down and this thing happens to pop off, you may be SOL with that whole nice feature of what it's designed to do. Second thing that I'm really not a huge fan of on this sight is the really narrow sight window, or the sight tape window, where you got to put your sight tape on. Like I said, it's really narrow. You can manage to do it, but my tape job is not clean. It leaves a lot of room for water to potentially get in and mess with my sight, the sight tape. Other than that, with that rotating head, I mean, it's good and bad. It does work. It's pretty bright out this morning, so I did regulate it some, keeps the pins from starbursting. The sight itself is very slick on the micro adjust on the pins. Like I said, they put it off the front, so a lot of sights like the CBEs, where some of the older ones used to struggle to get your Allen head in to adjust the pins. This one's not like that. This one's off the front. Really nice there. Another thing that I had to do with this sight is I had to block it out off the side of the riser, because where this bow tuned, I couldn't get enough adjustment out of my windage, because this front head is pretty blocky right here, where they had to create a space to adjust your pins. So I had to block it out. I'm sure that there's another sight block adjustment you can put here on the back where you adjust your second axis. I'm sure there's another one. I've seen some on target sites before. You can put a little block there and move it in or out. But on this one, I just used a block to block it off the riser. That being said, it's a well-built sight. It's pretty light. It's not super heavy. And what I mean by super heavy is some of the sights in that 9 to 11 ounce range, I think, is kind of a good, well-built, but still not super heavy sight. Once you start getting over that 13, 14 ounces, they get a little heavy there. Like I said, this one's just on the standard base, but I like the sight. I don't love the sight. The bubble is another feature where instead of having two lines where you got to center your bubble inside that, this has got just a single line. I'm not sure if you can see that there. So basically you're just putting your bubble right and splitting it with a line. I like that a little better than what the option 6 sight had with the slow liquid. But I mean, I'm not sure this sight, I'm going to keep playing with it. Like I said, it is very nice. It is very smooth. I do like some of the features, a lot of the features, but it's yet to be determined if I'm going to have this on my backup hunting bow this year. Like I said, the ability to drive your whole housing down to get further yardage is a nice feature, and I'm a little bit more used to that, as I can stretch it out to 110 to 120 yards depending on the arrows I'm shooting. So this sight would allow that. So this is something that may, like I said, end up on my backup bow. I've still got a few other sights that I'm going to be finishing reviewing. I've already shot. This is, I think, the 4th different sight that I've played with this year on the hunting side. But I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, Axcel Accu Touch with the Accu Stat. From the adjustability standpoint, it's top notch. Micro adjust everywhere. Some features that just aren't super bulletproof, but they're good. And that's all I've got here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the rest of the site review videos we've been putting out. Also, subscribe to the channel, as we will be doing some giveaways. And I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch up with you all soon.